Hello, my name is Brene Bradley. I'm a life, health, and wellness coach, and I'm on a mission to support mature women as we live our best lives in the second half of our lives. But today I wanted to talk about something that I think is a very important subject for Motivational Mondays. And on Motivational Mondays, I try to post something that's going to be either informational, educational, motivational, or inspirational. And I hope that this does this in some kind of way today. But before we go on, I'd like to ask you to help me reach other women by sharing the video, liking the video, following, subscribing, all those things. But most of all, just tune in on Mondays and see what is out there for us to contemplate on Mondays. So I know you've heard of self-care. I've talked about self-care. Everybody talks about self-care. It's very easy. What is it? It's taking care of yourself, making sure that your mental, physical, spiritual, financial, all of your needs, that you are paying attention to those needs. But today I want to talk about a little twist to that, and that's self-love. Before you can really practice self-care with any kind of intentionality, you really need to love yourself. Now, that might sound easy, but really it's not. Many of us women have grown up in situations where we were not loved, where we were not valued. Some of us have been in relationships where we have not been loved, where we have not been valued. And then we sort of turn that on ourselves and begin to sort of have a form of even self-hatred or just self not caring about yourself. In the society we live in, the culture that we live in is absolutely no help at all. If you are a woman over 50, over 40, every type of imagery we get tells us that we are not lovable, that we are not worthy, but that is a lie from the pit of hell. But you can't expect anybody to love you if you don't love yourself. So what exactly does that mean? I just want to say that we need to make sure that we love ourselves in a healthy way. We're not talking about being conceited. We're not talking about narcissistic kind of thing. We're just talking about good, healthy self-love. Now, should we really love ourselves? There's, some that think that that's too self-centered to really love yourself. But the scripture tells us that we are to love the Lord with all of our heart, soul, mind, and strength, and our neighbor as ourself. There is an assumption there that you love yourself. It doesn't say as you should love yourself. It says as you love yourself. So that means, we are supposed to love ourselves. But because we live in this crazy world where we say that word all the time, I love this, I love that, I love my shoes, I love going here, I love this food, we might not really understand what it would mean to love yourself. So I have 3 self-love actions that we can embrace, we can think about. One of them is embracing, accepting ourselves unconditionally. That word is unconditionally. It doesn't matter the mistakes we made in the past or the ones we're going to make in the future. To love ourselves because we are worthy, because we are just here. Doesn't matter what other people say. I want to impress upon us the importance of just loving ourselves no matter what. Unconditionally. That is one of those love action words. Another is to be kind to ourselves. And when I think about being kind to myself, I think about being gentle to myself, not always so critical of myself, not always so unforgiving of mistakes or shortcomings that I have, because everybody has them. Although social media might lead us to think that other people don't have flaws, but oh yes, they do. So being kind and gentle. So the second word is kind, being kind to ourselves. And then the last love action word is being patient with ourselves. And what I mean by being patient is to give myself as much time and as many times as I need to get it right. It doesn't matter how long it takes me to not, again, be critical of myself, think down on myself, because I might not be getting it right at that time, but being patient with myself as I continue to grow and as I continue to grow up and as I continue to try to do the things in my life right. Just be patient with myself. So for this Motivational Monday, I just want you to remember, love you. Love all of you. Love all of you all the time. And to ignore anybody or anything that does not support you loving you. It's never too late to get better. See you next Monday.